Today, I want to talk about something we may not have realized about our children, or that we realized but we're trying to avoid. And that is the fact that we mess them up. And sometimes we think if we've messed up our children, then we need to feel bad, we need to get down on ourselves. But the truth is, all parents mess up their kids. Even the best parents you've ever met, they have messed up their kid in some way because we don't even know that we're doing it. And so we need to get over all those feelings that stop us from helping our child because we've messed up.
Children are great by their very nature, and we have the privilege and responsibility of raising them. It can be challenging at times. Let's talk about it.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Armstrong. I'm a general and a special education teacher. I homeschooled my own children for 5 years. And the things I talk about are those things that I have studied, that I've researched, that I've experienced, that I've applied. And I have found those things that were of most benefit to me, my children, and my students. And I want to share with you. And today I am talking about that most comfortable topic of how we've messed up our children. And here's the thing, we didn't know we were doing it. And it's okay. There's this fear that we've messed up our children that makes us feel bad and makes us maybe not want to look at that. But guess what? We've all done it. Our parents did it. We are doing it. Every parent you look at has done it. So if we just let go of all the feelings, all of that emotional blockage and stoppage that has to do with that, then we can move forward. Because here's the thing, if we learn how we've messed up our children, if we learn about the brain, about our children's brain, about those interactions, about how we make those connections in our brain, how much more likely are we to be able to undo it and to find something perhaps more beneficial? And I say that, but here's the thing. We gave our children lots of beneficial things as well. But when we see those ones that one may not have been the best, if we understand how our children's brains work, how back in, I don't know, the 80s, they thought that we had so many brain cells and they stopped creating them in your early 20s. And now we know that our brain is constantly making or can, given the right environment, can continually make neurons through our whole lives. And we have neuroplasticity. So our brain, when it makes connections, can also let go of those connections and make new connections. And so when we understand how our brain does that, how our children make meaning, that make these connections, and how those connections and the meaning that we give it creates those emotions that reward our brain, all of a sudden we can be more effective. And, here's the thing. If we've all messed up our children, if we all make mistakes on a daily basis, and we try and hide that, what do our children grow up believing? Mistakes are bad. They need to hide mistakes, that they're not good enough, right? So why would we want that for ourselves? Because we certainly don't want that for our children. And that's where they're learning it from. That's where they're picking it up from. Uh, I know this one was kind of general and kind of vague about like how we do that. But just know that we can help our children to disconnect patterns that we didn't want them to pick up from us, and that we can help them to reconnect them, and that we can do that same thing for ourselves. And if you would like to find out more, please join me in the free webinar that I host. It is a workshop, and the link is below. So if you have that opportunity, if you want to find out more and be able to move past that discomfort that was programmed into us by others, by our parents, by schools, by society, right? If you want to be able to move past that and help your child to experience that same freedom, then please join me. I look forward to seeing you there. And remember, children are great by their very natures, and we have that privilege and that responsibility to raise them.
Hi friends, Cynthia Armstrong here. Thanks for joining us today. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel so you can see when new videos come out, and like this one. It is such a responsibility and a challenge to raise great kids, and we are here to help you along that journey to make it as enjoyable and fun and fulfilling as possible. Please check out our website, www.raisinggreatkids.net, and I will leave that in the description below.